Hi everybody, my name's Chuck, and today I'm going to show you, hopefully, how to change a coil pack in my wife's 2010 Hyundai Elantra SE with a 2.0 liter engine in it. And the reason we're changing this coil pack is because the check engine light came on and the car is running real rough at a stoplight and has bad hesitation. I had a code reader, hooked it up, and the code came back as P0304. That's a misfire on plug number 4. So there's a couple of different things that could lead to. The first thing I did was change the spark plugs, reset the code, but that did not get it. So the next thing we're going to do is change the coil pack, and while I'm at it, I'm also going to put a new set of wires on, seeing I'll have everything out. So let's take a look and see if I can show you how to do this. It's not real hard. You're going to need a couple of tools, a 12 millimeter and a 10 millimeter box wrench, a 12 and a 10 millimeter socket wrench. You're going to see me use a vice grip, a pair of pliers, and that should pretty much get it. All right, let's do this thing. All right, hopefully you can see all this. To make this easier, what we're going to do is take off the air cleaner box right here, and you're going to do that by unplugging the mass airflow sensor. Squeeze, pull. You're going to loosen a 10 millimeter screw right here. You're going to take your pliers and you're going to loosen this hose that goes to the air cleaner box. Pinch the clamp, pull it back. I've loosened all of this to make it easier. Pull the hose off. The air cleaner box is held on by 4 clips. Snap them back. The box comes up. Wiggle this hose. Wiggle this hose off your intake there, and this whole assembly comes off. The tools you're going to need for this are going to be a 12 millimeter and a 10 millimeter box wrench, like this, and a 10 and 12 millimeter socket, and a short extension. Next thing we're going to do is take out 2 bolts here on this cover. They're already loosened. Loosen 1, loosen 2. That 10 millimeter, it lifts right off. Put it out of the way. Okay, now let me show you what we're looking for here. If I can get this camera in a little closer. What we're looking for is the coil pack, and how you find it is, here's your spark plug wires. And on this particular car, the cylinders are set up 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the problem I'm having. And the problem comes from the coil pack, which is right here. This is the number 1 cylinder, number 4, number 3, number 2. It's held in with 4 nuts and bolts. There's 2 of them that are a little difficult to see. They are right here, and there's one right behind it. These are 2 12 millimeter. The other 2 are on studs. They're nuts. One is here, one is right below it. And what we're going to do is take those out. I apologize for my bad camera work. Let's see if I can zoom that in a little closer. Okay, and with the 12 millimeter socket, the 2 bolts I showed you before are right back here. Use a short socket, squeeze it in, get it on the lower bolt first. You may have to use a breaker bar on this if it's tight. Just get a short piece of pipe, put it on your wrench, and break it loose. One there, one here. Break them both loose. And they're really not that hard to do. Take the wrench off. They should come right out. Here's one. Kind of gotta have small hands to get in here. quite sure why they had to put 4 of them on here. It seemed like one in the back and one in the front would be enough to hold this coil pack. Alright, there's both of those out. Put them somewhere where you're not going to lose them. There's 2 in the front here. That's what you're going to want to use your box wrench for. 12mm box wrench like this, which I don't have. Unfortunately, my 12mm is missing, so I'm going to do something a little different. The bottom one you can take off with your regular socket. Goes on, loosens up, comes right off. And it's on a long stud, so you just got a lot of turning. There it is right there. And let me show you what we got going on here. This nut right here, where are we? Right here. It's on a long stud. Now you're not going to be able to get a deep socket with the socket wrench on it because of the air box. So you're going to want to use your open end wrench or your box wrench on this one. Seeing I don't have one, I'm kind of adjusting things. I'll show you how to do it if you don't have one. There's that nut right there. What I've done, because I had nothing else to do it with, was I took a deep socket, 12mm, squeezed it in there, squeeze it on there, and this was the only way I could do it, seeing I didn't have a 12mm box. Took a vice grip, lock it onto the deep socket, break it loose, pull the socket out of there, and then nut comes right off. Try not to drop it down below if you can. Alright, that's that. This is the plug that connects the coil pack to your power. It's got a squeeze on the side, push, pull, pops right out. Now your coil pack should come right off. Clip in the back here we gotta pull out. I had to go get a needle nose. There's a plastic clip down here that holds another wire. Squeeze it on the inside. Pop it out of there. That right there is your coil pack. Okay, I'm just going to back up here a second and show you what I was fighting with before. There's a little small plastic clip that holds this wire right here, and you can see the little plastic clip. It goes into a hole on the side of the coil pack right down here, and you just need to squeeze that with a needle nose or pry it out with a screwdriver, and it'll pop right out. And once you do that, then you can pull the coil pack away from the studs, and there it is. Better shot for you right there. and the next thing we're going to do is disconnect the wires one at a time, put a new set of wires on, put the coil pack in, and we should be good to go.